Welcome back, guys. I'm Speedrunning from the Law. Today I'm going to be doing a video that's a little different because I got a comment request asking two questions. So this is going to be about the Watch the Rolling Rock star. If you're clicking on this video to learn how to do the entire star, go check out that specific video on my channel. I do have a video about that. This is just going to address two questions in regards to that star. It's not going to be the whole thing. So the two questions it's going to address are, first, how do you do a cartwheel, otherwise known as the dive rollout? And second, if you're having trouble getting up to the ledge the star's on, how exactly are you supposed to do that? So I'm going to be addressing both those questions in this video. So if you're having trouble with either of those, then go ahead and continue to watch. If you already have this star down pat and you were just looking for the next video in the series, this is not it, but I will be uploading that one soon as well. So let's hop in here. So I want to address the first question first, which is how to do the cartwheels. Now, to understand how to do the cartwheels, I need to talk a little bit about Mario's movement. So we have two main buttons, which is the jump button and the punch button. Now, the punch button actually has a few different functions other than just punching. And these functions are dependent on the speed Mario is moving. So there are four different basic things this punch button can do. Really two, but if you're airborne or on the ground, they're a little different. So the first is if you have low to no speed at all, when you press the punch button, it punches. This is pretty useless to us as speedrunners. You're not going to use this very often. The second thing that happens is that if you have moderate to high speed in a direction and you press the punch button, you get a dive like this. So if you're failing to get a dive, chances are you're just not moving fast enough in the forward direction before you press that button. Now the third thing that can happen is when you are airborne and you have low to no speed forward, you kick. See, kick. And the final thing that can happen is if you are airborne and you have moderate to high speed, you dive. And so how to do the cartwheel or the dive rollout, we're going to focus on the second and fourth scenarios, which are having enough speed to get a dive. Now there are two parts to a cartwheel. The first is landing the dive. And again, to do that, you just need speed in the forward direction. Now, if you're not getting this speed, there are a few things that can help you out. First, if you run long enough in the same direction, eventually you will have enough speed to just press the button and dive. But say you're going up a hill or there's not enough room for you to continue running and you can't get that speed. There are two things you can do. First is do a long jump in the direction you want to go, and then you can immediately have enough speed to do dives. The second is to jump in one direction, and at the full peak of the jump while holding forward, press the punch button, and again, you will instead dive. So once you have locked down how to do the dive, the second part is being able to roll out that dive. So how this works is you have the jump button, and when Mario hits the ground, if you press that jump button, what happens is Mario just rolls out like that. And you can continue doing that over and over. It's a pretty fast way to get around. Just like that. And so again, you want to press it. Mario hits the ground now, I press it. Mario hits the ground now, I press it. Mario hits the ground now, I press it. You just press it when Mario hits the ground. So that is how to do the dive rollouts. There is a more advanced movement where you can change when you're moving super fast, you can make a dive a speed kick. That is quite beyond what we're trying to do here. It is pretty advanced, so I'm not going to talk a whole lot about that. If there's some specific requests to talk about how to do a speed kick, I will talk about it in a video, but I haven't had that request, so I'm not going to worry about it as of now. So the second thing we have to address is how to get up to the ledge. And again, for this star, the dive rollouts are just going to be like that. You're going to want to do that all the way over here. Now, in the video I did a double jump wall kick off of this to get up here. This is where the star is. The commentator seemed like a newer player. If you are a newer player and you're having trouble with that, because the double jump wall kick dive is very specific and you need quite precise inputs to make it work, because you're really risking not getting enough height. You have to have a large amount of speed to get enough height on that. So my recommendation, and if I do get a request to talk more about the double jump wall kick, I will, but I would recommend not worrying about that and coming around this side and doing a side flip off this wall right here, up here to get the star. Now, in order to do a side flip, Mario has to be moving in one direction for a short or long amount of time, it doesn't matter what, and then you have to immediately pull the control stick in the opposite direction Mario is currently moving. And you'll get this turnaround animation that Mario is doing. Now, during this turnaround animation, if you press the jump button, Mario does a side flip like this. See how much height you get? And that's what we have to do to get enough height to kick off this wall and onto this. So we want to stand about right here, run towards this wall, and hold back. And when we hold back, we just press the jump button and continue to hold backwards, and we will hit this wall like that. And once we've hit the wall, we just press jump and hold the direction of this star wall, and Mario will ledge grab the wall. So holding the direction of this star wall now, and you can get up here, you can ledge grab, and here is the star. If you're having a lot of trouble with the side flip, what you can do is just do wall kicks back and forth like that. And all that is you jump on one wall, on the other wall, and when you're doing these wall jumps, after you hit the first wall jump, you want to move your stick in the direction of the next wall, and so forth. So wall, next wall, next wall, next wall, and you'll get up here. So that is how you get up here, either by wall kicks or side flip. Those are really the only two ways, other than the double jump dive, which I did previously, which I would not recommend doing. But again, if you really want to learn that way, let me know if the first video didn't explain it well enough for you, and I will do my best to explain how to do that simpler. But keep in mind, it is a more advanced and hard Mario movement. So if you're having trouble with it because you're a new player, it's because you're a new player and you're just not used to the Mario movement. So I hope this helped with those two questions. If you have any more questions, please direct them towards me. I'll be more than happy to continue to help until people can get up to this star. So thank you very much for watching. I will see you guys next time.